Hey everyone, welcome back to Joy at Work. It's Friday, February 4th, 2022. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. If you are in the Midwest where there's been a lot of snow or in the Northeast, I just hope you're staying dry. All right, so rocking a new jersey today. The Super Eagles of Nigeria. Unfortunately, they did not go as far as we thought they would have gone in the African Cup of Nations. They started off brightly, but it's sometimes not how you start, it's how you finish. They beat Egypt in the first game, and everyone was so excited about what they were going to do. They didn't make it past the round of 16, and guess what? Egypt's actually in the final. So, again, it's not how you start always, it's how you finish. In fact, there's a lesson there, but that's not the lesson for today. What I want to talk about today is something I've observed, or I've always observed when I've watched these tournaments, the national tournaments, whether it's the European Championships or the African Cup of Nations or the tournaments down in South Africa. And that is many of these players, when they come to play for their national teams, the national teams, many of them adopt different roles on the national team than what they play on their clubs. For instance, some players on their clubs play maybe a defensive or deep line midfielder, but when they go play for the national team, they play a little bit more forward, they're more creative. They take on a different role because the team and the talent on the team is different from the talent of their club. Remember, with a club, you try and find the best players you can in the world and bring them to your team and have them use your system. But when you go back to your home country, it might just be a different mix of players that you have. And so players have to take on new roles and new playing new positions or different positions, probably a better way to say it, for the team to succeed. And this is something I also see in the workplace. Depending on what's going on, sometimes we have to take on new roles, new positions, be asked to do different things. Some people respond to this well. Some people are great at adapting. From a big five personality perspective, we might say that they are high on the openness scale. They're willing to take on new challenges and try new things. And some people, on the other hand, don't take well to change. They don't want to try new things. They want to stay in the position they've been playing for their club. And if they won't be allowed to play that position, if they're not going to be allowed to play that exact same role in a new context, they struggle. So they have to do this job, and that's the only job they want to do. Now, we all fall in different spots on the spectrum, but my observation has been that in the dynamic world that we are part of today, in the fast paced world that we're part of today, the people who are willing to adapt, to change, to take on new roles, to try new things, experience more fulfillment at work, right? Those who just, I got to do it this way, it's only be done this way, this is the way I'm comfortable with, don't seem to experience as much joy, especially when things change around them. Now, we're all wired differently, but we can all do things to help us become more open at trying new things. And that's just being curious, being willing to try new things, and being willing to step out of our comfort zone. So, a key in my experience to experiencing joy at work is this willingness to step out of our comfort zone. It's a willingness to try new things. It's a willingness to potentially even fail because through the process of failing, we actually learn. So, are you someone who just wants to do one thing and stick in one place and not try anything new? Well, if that's working for you, then that's okay. But I offer you today, like, if you really want to kind of experience joy at work, experience something new, then be willing to take on new challenges, be willing to try out new roles, be willing to do something different, be willing to risk it. And doing so, hopefully, you experience even greater joy at work. All right. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.